as it's time for the last preview Destruction Tour video on the channel. Destruction in Kobe, right around the corner. 9-match card, big singles matches in the co-main and main. Before we get to those, we'll go to the rest of the card here. The opening contest, Young Lions singles matchup, 10-minute time limit. Yota Tsuji taking on Uemura. As this is, it's been a while since we've seen a singles Young Lions match on one of these big-time shows. Usually they've now been saving them for the Young Lions Gate project shows, but now we have a big-time card having a singles match, having a Young Lions singles match, as, this is really 50-50, really there hasn't been too much error, but Uemura has been a little bit more impressive than Tsuji, but I could see really going either way. I'm excited to see how these Young Lions go as far as the singles match, since it's been so long since they've been on the actual card as far as singles matches goes. I hope they kill it. They probably won't, because they're Young Lions. They'll probably just do a couple of drop kicks, a couple of drop toe holds, and call it a fucking day after a Boston Crab. But that is what it is. That is what the Young Lions do best. They're still young. They're still young and learning. And really, it's, in my opinion, I think it's the best way to see development and growth when you see somebody be so limited early on and see them grow over time. It's just so natural, and you feel like they've grown in front of your own eyes. So it's a great way to build up bigger stars, and just because you feel like you've known them for so long, you feel like you've seen them at their beginning, at their when they were just starting out in the dojo, and now they're gonna be up and killing it in bigger shows. That's just type of the reward factor for these Young Lions matches. But I am excited to see how it goes. It won't be anything too crazy, but hopefully, there's glimpses of something shown between these two men. As far as predictions, I'll go with Uemura getting the win. As the next match, tag match, I'm excited for this one, as Ren Narita and Shota Umino taking on Sho and Yo. What a fucking junior tag match this is. I'm all about it. I mean, sure, Narita and Umino are going to take the fall, but fuck, hopefully they get enough time. Obviously, 20-minute time limit. They'll probably go 8 to 10, maybe. And, these guys can go. These guys, talented. Some of the best Young Lions that they have in the dojo right now, and Ren Narita and Shota Umino. I think these guys, they can kill it. They can definitely kill it. Obviously, they won't, just because of the restriction of the Young Lions and what it is, and kind of, there'll be there'll be flashes of greatness, though. I think there'll be flashes of good shit, flashes of being like, Narita doing a top rope drop kick, or maybe even some chain wrestling with either show, and just kind of stuff like that, and you'd be like, damn, there is something there. So I'm excited to see how that goes. Obviously, it goes without saying, though, Sho and Yo are going to get the win, and I'll say Yo pins Narita. As next matchup, junior tag match, we got Tiger Mask 4 and Jushin Liger taking on El Desperado and Yoshinobu Kanemaru. A couple of the old Lions here, taking on kind of the guys who do very little in the junior tag division than El Desperado and Yoshinobu Kanemaru. Of course, Tiger Mask 4 and Yoshinobu Kanemaru had that crazy, somehow good singles match at Best of the Super Juniors. Hopefully we see glimpses of that in this match. We probably won't. It'll probably go like 8 minutes. Nothing crazy. As far as predictions go, Tiger Mask 4 has, in Jushin Liger, especially Tiger Mask 4, I think he's gotten the pin in the last 2 Destruction shows. So, he might get a hat trick here. He might just pin El Desperado with a Tiger Driver. That'll be my prediction. Tiger Mask 4 gets the win for his team. Tiger Driver and El Desperado for the win. As the fourth match, 8-man tag, we got the Lion Mark fucking 8-man tag here. Yato Yoshida, Raisuke Taguchi, Toma Akiyama, and Togi Makabe taking on Manabu Nakanishi, Yuji Nagata, Satoshi Kojima, and Hiroshi Tenzan. Obviously, Yoshida is taking the fall. Depends on who's gonna win, though, is the question here. Is Nagata gonna make him tap out? Is Kojima gonna hit like a Koji Kata or a Lariat and pin him? I don't think Tenzan will pin him off a moonsault or anything. He'll probably just be there. Same thing with Nakanishi. So really, I'll just go with Kojima, Pen, and Yoshida. That'll be my prediction. But there's a lot of good pieces, though. You know, obviously Taguchi's kind of the lone junior heavyweight. Yoshida's kind of... He's got the size of a junior, but he's so far has been with the heavyweight so far. Obviously, Hanma and Kojima can do a lot of cool stuff, and Nagata, of course, can still go. There's some pieces there that could do some cool stuff, just as far as what's going to happen and if it's going to happen. As the next match, a rematch from the previous Destruction show, tag match with Best Friends taking on Killer 8 Squad. Kind of questioning why they rematch this. I thought it was pretty straightforward. KS was going to win. Now for the rematch, honestly, the Best Friends, they could get like an upset win, and they'll have like a rubber match at Fighting Spirit Unleashed, but I'm still gonna go with KS getting the win. I don't see New Japan having vested interest in Best Friends as far as the actual New Japan shows. As we got the 6-man tag, Toa Henare, Dave Finlay Jr., and Juice Robinson taking on Will Ospreay, Yoshihashi, and Jay White. Couple of interesting pieces there. As far as who's gonna win, a little chaos, Lion Mark 6-man tag. I think Jay White's gonna pin Toa Henare. Just think Hanare's gonna take the fall here. He's the guy that has the least amount of clout between the 6 men here in this matchup, so I think he's gonna take the fall. Yoshihashi, I mean, he could get a win here, just to at least bolster up his resume a little bit. Ospreay doesn't really need it. Jay White, you know, I'll talk about more what's going to happen in this main event, but I think he's going to get a pinfall here. Either he's going to get the pin, or he's going to take the pin. And that's going to set off some chain of events that's going to happen throughout the rest of the year for New Japan. So this could be some interesting points to see what Jay White does in this match. I'm interested to see how he does, and how he will act moving forward post this show. But I'll just say Jay White's going to be involved in the finish in some way. Pinfall, or he'll take the fall. I'll go with official predictions. He's going to pin Toa Henare with the Blade Runner. As next match, another 6-man tag, we got LIJ Suzuki Gun 3v3. Hopefully the pinnacle of this LIJ Suzuki Gun little mini feud, as Tetsuya Naito, Evil, and Sanada taking on Minoru Suzuki, Zack Sabre Jr., and Taka Michinoku. As I'm excited. Listen, sure, they've done a lot of multi-man LIJ Suzuki Gun matches so far on this tour, but this is the most intriguing one, since there's no bad guys in this match. We got Naito, we got Evil, we got Sanada, Suzuki, Zack Sabre Jr., fucking Taka Michinoku's the man. I don't give a shit how old he is. He's still awesome to me. As a lot of interesting pieces, of course, with Evil and Zack Sabre Jr., Naito, and Suzuki, of course. And now, we have Sanada just kind of being the lone guy, because obviously Taka's in Zack Sabre Jr.'s corner as his personal hype man. So really, Sanada's just kind of there in this match, which sucks for him, but I think he'll get the pinfall, though. He'll probably put Taka Michinoku in the Paradise Lock, probably do something with a Skull's End, maybe make him tap or something. And then Evil and Zack Sabre Jr. will fight on the outside or something. Same thing with Naito and Suzuki. They'll fight on the outside, and that'll be the finish as far as official predictions. But I am excited to see how this plays out as far as 6-man matches goes, ending, hopefully, the saga of the LIJ Suzuki Gun multi-man matches. But the co-main event for the Junior Heavyweight Tournament, first match of the tournament, as the next one, I think the Will Ospreay Marty Scurll match, I think that's happening at Fighting Spirit Unleashed. I'm not 100% sure, though, on that. That's just off the top of my head. I think that match is happening on that show. As Kushida taking on Bushi. I hope Bushi gets the win here. I really do. I'm excited to see how this match plays out. Of course, this was a Super J Cup finals 2 years ago. Yeah, they had a decent match. Nothing too crazy from that match back then. Bushi's not really a great, as far as, moves guy or, match guy. He Yeah, he has his mist, he has a sweet gimmick, he has the cool look, and he's part of LIJ, so he's over, but it's safe to say, through LIJ, a lot of people would assume he's the least talented and least over guy in the group, and I think this could be something, this tournament especially, and in this match, too, could be something for him to kind of bounce up the LIJ ladder, because obviously with Hiromu going to be out for a year, maybe even more, they need to fill that junior heavyweight spot. Obviously, he's the guy who's going to be doing it, and he's going to need to step up his game, though. Obviously, though, with that being said, you got to be safe, too. You don't have 2 back-to-back injuries to your junior heavyweight champion. He's going to work a safe style, not like a Will Ospreay, not like Kushida. Kushida's pretty safe, so that's obviously Will Ospreay having his kind of dangerous style, and that fucking Spanish fly off the apron, he dumped himself on his head. That could have went really bad when he was the junior heavyweight champion way back when at Flack Rock Genesis, and that's kind of the thing I think the office is going to look for in the next champion of the junior heavyweights. They want to have a kind of safer style, at least for the next couple of champions, but so they don't have multiple vacancies back to back. So I could definitely see Bushi winning the junior heavyweight title, especially going it back to LIJ. He's kind of a guy who's been under the radar for New Japan these past couple of years. Hasn't really been in any big marquee matches since that Super J Cup match at 2016. So this is a good way for him to bounce back and a good way for LIJ to bounce back into the title scene. As the main event, though, and without a doubt will be the match of the night, I think that's no question here, for the G1 Climax briefcase for the title shot for the main event at Wrestle Kingdom. On January 4th, we got Hiroshi Tanahashi taking out Kazuchika Okada for the 3rd time this year. Might be a bad thing, as they've now going to have 3 matches in the span of 3 months? I think it was. They had their match in June. Oh no, it was May. I'm sorry, it was May, and then July, and then it was May, then it was August, and now here in September. A short turnaround for those 3 matches. I think the crowd, though, with the vested entrance of the future title shot, I think this is going to be a more well-received match. Obviously, the G1 Climax match was very well-received, with being in Budokan. That crowd was very anxious for it and very at a fever pitch. Here, I would assume, this is just if kind of armchair booking it, if I would go into this, I would assume Hiroshi Tanahashi is going to beat Kazuchika Okada here, with Jay White either costing him inadvertently or trying to cost Okada the match here with Tanahashi, and Tanahashi gets the win. Because obviously Jay White's going to have a future title shot, probably at King of Pro Wrestling. He's going to have a future shot at the briefcase. I'm assuming that's going to be at King of Pro Wrestling, so then you have that match. Now you could either do 2 things. You could have either Okada cost him his match, or have Okada not do anything, and have Okada and Jay White kind of have a stare down post their match between Jay White and Hiroshi Tanahashi, King of Pro Wrestling, setting up for their big match at a Wrestle Kingdom. That's the seeds are planted for that. I think they're still going to do Tanahashi and Omega. Don't think that those plans are going to change anytime soon. And so obviously going into it, it's very weird. You've had the Wrestling Dutaku match where it's pretty obvious that Okada was going to win. There was a bit of doubt with it being Hiroshi Tanahashi, but it being at a Wrestling Dutaku show, it was pretty much the idea of it being, there's no way that's going to happen. There's no way that's going to cost him the match. So, and when that happens, there's no way they're going to do that, such a historic title change at a B show type of a feel. So, you went with, alright, Okada's going to win that match. You go to the G1, it's a little bit more 50-50. Obviously these two, they've never beaten each other before the G1 Climax, so that going into it, it was like, alright, so they're 0-2. Maybe this will be the one where someone gets a pin, or they'll tie, and they tied. So here, we're going to have the site, it's all set for Hiroshi Takahashi to get this win here. So here in this trilogy, just in the year 2018, they're going to be 1-1-1, which is, awesome, and that's a fun little way to build up a trilogy. Obviously, it's been done in the past with Omega and Okada. The Wrestle Kingdom trilogy between those three, though, between these two, with Tanahashi and Okada, obviously Okada winning 2-1 in that series. You gotta think, though, that this is gonna build up for something more. You gotta believe that this won't be the last time that these two are gonna have a match for the, gonna have a big marquee singles match. As much as these two probably shouldn't face each other, they should probably cool off a little bit more, with them just having 3 back-to-back matches, with them having 3 matches in a single year. You would want them to wait off, maybe skip the year 2019, then 2020 have a big-time match or something. But I'm still, even though it's a pretty far-gone conclusion, Tanahashi's gonna win, obviously still excited to see the match. It's Kazuchika Okada versus Hiroshi Tanahashi. I mean, there's nothing that's going to be bad about it. Their bad matches could be like a 4.5-star match, could be a 5-star match if you're into the ratings thing. These two have such great chemistry, they have the history there. It's just, they can't have a bad match. It's just impossible. So, I think it's going to be the best match of the tour. And with that being said, that will do it for this preview of Destruction in Kobe. I'll catch you guys for the review of Destruction in Kobe. Take care, everyone.